Guts, it's CK from Chris Kennedy from
Hey.
NRL.com.
Sorry.
Yeah, mate, obviously a disrupted old week, but it makes it a bit easier having got the win on the weekend.
Yeah, look, it was a bit weird. We were obviously in camp with the Origin team, and we didn't know we'd only packed for that 1 week, and found out that we had to come up straight up here. But look, it made it easier for us. We're only half an hour away from here instead of going back to Sydney and coming back up. So we couldn't complain, and to top it off with a win was nice. Being
able to sort of perform the way that you guys did with Mitch and Junior both getting a rest after Origin as well.
Yeah, it was nice. A couple of younger kids really stood up. We probably left a fair few tries out there, which is a bit disappointing, and let them back into the game at the end. But look, we just spoke about getting the win. As you said, it was a disrupted week, and all we needed to do was go out there and make sure we got the 2 points.
What was the feeling after the game, after such an enormous first half and a great start to sort of, not really put the foot down in the second? Was it just relief at, the overall performance, or a little bit disappointed to not sort of go on with it?
Oh, look, you got to look at all of it throughout the week and on what we did right and what we did wrong in the game. And we were a bit disappointed to let a few tries in, but overall we just got the 2 points. And at this stage in the year, they're so critical, and that's all we focused on. And now we've got a short turnaround into Canberra, so we've got to make sure we're ready to go on Thursday night. Those wins are still pretty important to keep ticking over. Manly keeps winning games. You've got a pretty tough draw ahead, and you obviously want to shore up that top 4 spot. Yeah, exactly. We verse Manly, we verse Roosters, and next 4 or 5 weeks, and they're running our tails. So we have to just keep making sure we do what we need to do to win. And once you get to the back end of the year, it's the more you can be in front, and if you can secure that top 4 spot with a few rounds to go, it's pretty critical, and that's what we're trying to do. Thanks, mate.
Hey, Gutho, it's Danica from 9. Just how beneficial was the rest for Mitch?
Yeah, look, him and Junior. Obviously, Junior played all 3 Origins and backed up each time that we needed him to. And for Mitchell, he just needed that rest. Look, it was a big game. He put a great performance in for his state, and defensively, I thought he was great and throwing his body at the line. And after a game like that, to back it up 2 days later is probably more risk. Throwing him out there, and look, we just got to just make sure we're doing it right by our players, because we need them at the back end.
Bit of a weird one for him this week, coming up against, he partnered Jack White and in Origin. Now he'll be coming up against him. He'll know his game a little bit more so than what he did before.
Yeah, look, it's obviously a bit weird going back and playing against the players that you try and build that combination with in a short period of time. But look, everyone's focus, not only ours, everyone that's played in those big games, that all their focus now is to their clubs, and that's what we need our players to do. We need them to come in, and what they learned in those 3 weeks, or whatever they did in those 3 weeks, bring it back to the club and make sure they're a better player for it. And that's what ours are going to look to do. And we're looking forward to a big sort of 7 weeks here leading into the finals.
Clinton Jameson 7. Not sure if you saw last night Lockie Lewis give a brain snap. What do you think of that?
Yeah, we're watching in the hotel. Not really sure what was going on there, but obviously there was something in it. But look, I wouldn't do a wrestling move on someone, but each to their own. And I'm not too sure what's come of it. But look, it's footy, and sometimes things go weird on the field, and you just got to move on and forget about it.
There've also been a couple of reports came out last night that you guys are chasing Anthony Milford. What are your thoughts on that? Where do you think he'd kind of fit in? What is the offer to the team?
Look, mate, I'm not too sure about what's going on there. I saw it on Instagram last night myself, and look, no one's spoken about it to me, and I'm not too sure what the club is. We're away from the club, so we've just got this little bubble here, and I haven't heard anything about it, mate. Obviously, he's a great player and done it at all levels for a long time, but I'm not too sure what's going on there, mate.
Clint, just on that, just on Milford. Sorry, do you think the talk is that he could be an X factor off the bench for you guys? Do you think that's a role? 14, you could suit that.
Oh, look, obviously, just so that he's a quality player. He's done it at the highest of levels for a long time since he was in Canberra, and been around for a number of years, and definitely has that X factor. But look, again, I've got no comment. I haven't spoken to anyone about it, and I'm not too sure what's going on.
Clint, just Sarah Keegan here from the Sydney Morning Herald. Obviously, there was a lot of praise for Mitch after Origin, but there was also a lot of criticism as well. Is Mitch the type of guy that, gets affected by, people saying that maybe the Rabbitohs halves would have been a better fit? I guess, how do you guys sort of rally around him in times where people are saying, some awful stuff on social media and that sort of thing?
Oh, look, it's rugby league. Everyone's been through that sort of side of the social media side of rugby league, and look, it's just the way it goes. I thought Mitch had a great game. I thought defensively he was outstanding. Look, it's always hard to go into a game like that up in Queensland and be able to stamp your authority straight away in a new team and stepping up to that level. But look, I thought Mitch was great. I've been with him for the last number of years, and look, he's going to learn from that and bring that into here, and hopefully he's a better player for it, that game. And you always see people go back to that arena and come back to their club, and they're the best player in their teams or for the rest of that year. And that's what we need Mitch and Junior to do, because they were great for their state, and we need them to be great here again.
Do you think he's taken some confidence out of that game and to bring it back into clubland in the last sort of week? Have you seen it?
Yeah, 100%. Whenever someone goes to that level, you sort of find that extra confidence in yourself to realise you are that good a player. And for Mitchell, who's been knocking at the door for a number of years now, and finally got his crack. Obviously, it didn't go the way New South Wales planned it to go, but look, that's footy, and that's the way it goes sometimes. And look, to go up there in game 3 of a big series like that, it's always going to be hard. But look, I thought, as I said, I thought he was great, and he did what he needed to do, and just unlucky enough for us, it didn't go away on that night. And look, we secured the series, and that's all that matters.
Gutho, there was a bit of a delay with when the families were supposed to join you guys last week. Have you guys received an update on that? Do you know when your families will join you?
No one's heard yet. We haven't spoken about it today. Hopefully sooner rather than later. There's a lot of boys in this team with kids, and they can't wait to see them. But they just need to get them in quarantine and wait that 2 weeks. But look, I'm sure the NRL and the government and everyone involved is doing their part to try and get them up, because they know that we probably can't sort of feel at home and do what we can do on the field if our family is away for long periods of time. But look, I'm sure everyone's doing as much as they can.
Hey Gutho, what are you doing with the dog?
Look, I've been pushing hard to get the dogs up here. Look, I've been on the phone for a number of hours to our football manager to see if I can get them up here. But look, I'm quite disappointed that they're not going to be able to join the bubble. But they'll be up at Mum and Dad's. I'm sure Mum and Dad will spoil them.
Can I ask anything?
Is that
right now?
The other one, one more. The other one, Gutho, is obviously you guys are in the same hub as the Raiders. Is it going to be an awkward week? I was talking to Jared Croker, who was joking that the line for the buffet might be a bit awkward this week.
Yeah, they're right next door to us in our team room. So I've probably seen them 5 or 6 times this morning already. And look, it's just the way it goes. Souths versus Bulldogs last night, and they're in the same bubble here. So it's you just got to put up with it. Obviously, it's a bit. You'd rather not see the opposition team that week, but look, it's the way it is, and we'll probably be on the same bus to the game or something like that. So it'll probably get a bit weirder. But look, we just got to make sure that we're on the right side of the score, and then we'll get the food first in the buffet.
Does the sledging start this week?
Look, no, you don't really sledge at the breakfast time or anything like that. It's everyone's pretty chilled here and just about getting the job done. So that's all we're focused on.